beginning lesson 73, so this is 73 part 1. Our goal is to evaluate logarithmic expressions. This ties into our past skills because past skill 2.5b says that we need to apply the inverse relationship between exponential and logarithmic functions to convert from one form to another. Alright, first of all, what is a logarithm? Well, a logarithm basically is the relationship between 2 to the third and 8, those two are equal. So there's other math problems or math situations that arise with these three numbers. The first one we studied back in chapter 6 was the third root of 8. So the third root of 8, and that tells us that the base was 2. Right? We did that before. Now how logarithm ties into this is like this. Okay, the log of 2, log base 2 of 8 is equal to 3. You can see the question that they're asking right here is 2 to what power equals 8? Alright, so this is usually the missing thing over here. This 2 is called a base because this 2 is the base up here. Okay? Alright, first of all, we're going to familiarize you with some basics on how to translate from a logarithm to exponential and vice versa. Alright, right here they want us to write log base 3 of 9 equals 2 in exponential form. Well, your base is 3, so we'll write 3. Alright, and your exponent would then be 2, and that was equal to 9. So you see we use the same three numbers, just get them in the proper location. Likewise down here, we can see that our base is 10, so this is 10. This would be the power to the negative second, and that equals this, 1/100. Alright? Well, that's the first part, translating from logarithm to exponential form. Now let's do the vice versa. Let's go backwards. Okay, up here I'm going to write 5 to the third power equals 125 in logarithmic form. Well, basically, since 5 is our base here, 5 is going to be our base on our logarithm. So log base 5. And remember, this is what goes next to the logarithm, 125, and that equals what the power on your base was. Same thing's going on right here. My base is 27. Log base 27 of 3 is equal to 1/3. And the relationship on this basically is, you see 27 to the 1/3 power. That's equal to the third root of 27, which is equal to, that should be a negative 1/3 power. No, I'm sorry. Okay, is equal to 3. And just like we've got right there. Alright? Okay, now let's put this to use. Evaluate log base 3 of 243. Well, first of all, let's write this as an equation. Log base 3 of 243 is equal to x. Now we're going to translate like we did on these previous examples right here. These right here. We're going to translate them into an actual exponential function here. So my base is 3. This would be the power equals 243. Now we fall back on what we learned yesterday in the lesson, and we're going to solve this just like we did yesterday. So 243. All right, 243 is 3 to the 5th power. And 3x on this side, which means that if the bases are the same, then the powers must be equal. X equals 5. And so we know that log base 3 of 243 is equal to 5. That's all we've got for today's lesson. Tomorrow we'll be graphing logarithms, so be sure to tune in then.